Good day everyone, I am Dinjan Ortiz, student of Southern Leyte State University. And today, together with me is a high school teacher of St. Joseph College and also a good friend of mine, where she is now in 6 years of service in teaching and also majoring the subject of Filipino, and she is Miss Gracia de los Santos Amongpon.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Gracia de los Santos Amonpon, a senior high school teacher from St. Joseph College.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, ma'am, for saying yes and for sparing your time despite your hectic schedule. Thank you, ma'am.
It's a pleasure for me and to give some informations that can help you on your soon profession.
Yes. And before we proceed with a proper interview, I'd like to ask for the banter only, like, how are you, what you up to these days? Yeah.
So, I am fine as of now. A little stressed because of the midterm exam of the students. And also, we are coping up from the pandemic and we are having a limited face-to-face classes.
Okay, thank you for that. And now let's proceed for the proper interview. But in our interview, let's presume that there's no pandemic, or we try to look back, what were you before pandemic? So the first question is, how do you gather information about the students in terms of their knowledge, skills, and value? What assessment tools do you use?
As a teacher, it is more important to measure the cognitive skills of the student. For example, in knowledge, you can have the assessment by oral recitation, asking some questions every after your discussions, and then you will have the feedbacking. Next, for the skills, you can have the role play, wherein you can assign a task to that student, wherein he or she can showcase his talent. For the value, you can use your essay or your opinion on some issues or situations. So, assessment is a very good tabang or helps the students to measure asa ang learning nila kutob. Same goes as a teacher, kung na ba sila na-learn sa imong discussion.
Okay, for the next question, when do you conduct assessment?
I conduct assessment every after discussion. For example, I am discussing a certain topic. After, I will give a formative quiz, 5 items only, wherein I can measure what are their kanang less points or more points sa among discussion. Makahibaw ko nga ay wa nasabtan nila, ay kanang naglisod sila in ano. And other, we also have a quarterly assessment wherein you can discuss a topic for that certain objective or task. For example, sa lesson plan, na kay pila ka topics nga dapat imong maigo nimo, and then after ingana mag-set ka og exam or quiz. So ang atong quiz ay ang atong exam, or tawag ko kanang long quiz kana sila. We have 50 items. Then you will classify it to higher order thinking skills, identification, enumeration, essay, wherein tanan nga questions nimo ma-relate nimo sa imong mga topics.
How do you utilize the information you obtain from assessment you are using in your profession?
For example, nag-assess ta og estudyante, and then that certain student is gamay iyang kuha sa exam. It is important na makahibaw the teachers nga ang katong bata naglisod sa imong discussion. For example, sa among subject na Filipino, dili siya ingon nga fluent sa Filipino, but very good sa math, sa English. So, to be able to understand po sa student, dapat kita teacher open po ta kung unsa po ang ilang feedback towards sa atong subject na gitudlo.
How does assessment help you become more effective and efficient teacher?
Sa ang assessment, Kay, after nimo mag-take og exam, check lang sa teacher, makita sa teacher pila imong scores, pila imong kuha, and then ma-differentiate niya. For example, sa first quarter is 38/50, next is 39/50. So, kana nga particular na student is kuan siya sa cognitive or sa knowledge. While, for example, yung ibang student ka, 11/50, 10/50, mao to ang student nga dapat fokusan nimo nga dapat next meeting o next exam, dapat ang ija nang makuha sa exam is mo pasar siya.
Next is, what are different difficulties you have encountered as you conduct the assessment, and how would you deal with it?
Kanang, for example, kasi galing sa magpa-exam or magpa-assessment is, ang first good na problem is cheating. Kaya na, dili man kaya ng mga student na mag-cheat, pero dapat ikaw as a teacher, dapat aware ka. You will never allow ng student to cheat. Kaya dili naman masukod mo kung ilang mga skills kay nagsalig na. Unlike sa kanang mo yung higpitan, kanang siya, makasukod ka mga bata nga, ay, nag-isog sa mga subject ni ay, katigo siya in So, another example is, ang uban kong student is dugay makayat sa discussion. And it is because maybe teacher factor.
Last question is, what important quality does the teacher have to possess in conducting assessment?
Next is, dapat ang tanong is reliable. Kana. So the teacher must be firm sa iyang mga questions, also for the answers. Next is the honesty. Once narrow ang teacher di kay nag-compose sa iyang question, and then the correct sa iyang student, dapat ang teacher katigupon mo dawat. Kana siya. And then dapat po ang teacher is fair. Kana.
That's all. Once again, thank you, ma'am, for your time. I learned a lot as I sit here and listening your insights based on your experience.
Thank you for listening.
As I sit here with Miss Amomompon, I've learned so many things from her insight that were all based on her experience of teaching. I learned from her that teachers how to be flexible to deal with learners since they've shown different characters inside her learning facilities. Flexible with so many uncertainties in the field of teaching, and creative enough to make things best out of the bad situations. I learned also from her that the teacher has the heart for all the students to listen to their concern and is passionate enough to address the issue. Teachers play a vital role where students rely on them. So, I learned that teachers have to love and care for their students because they will validate the essence of their professions, and without them, teachers are just mere objects inside the room. I believe that teachers' professionalism will reflect on their students. If they're doing well, take credit because you are part of it.